This is the Iowa weather report for Friday, October the 9th, 2015. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a trough, a bit of a broad trough, digging across the Great Lakes in the northeast. That's with a frontal system that brought very little, if any, precipitation across the state. A lot of it developed to the south and east of the area, and you can see that here to the south and east of the state, where a little bit of activity will be possible. However, it's still going to remain dry. It will be much cooler today. Highs will be in the lower to middles, maybe some upper 60s across the state, with slowly clearing skies. There will be more clouds in our eastern counties than in the western counties, but then into this weekend, there will be very few clouds around. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures back up into the 70s. Even some lower 80s possible Saturday and Sunday. It will be quite breezy. Winds out of the south and southwest, about 10 to 15 miles per hour and a bit gusty. Still a good weekend to go out and sightsee, go look at fall leaves. Anything going outside, it will be thumbs up for the weather. Sunday night and Monday, a frontal system comes through, mainly Sunday night. Will not bring any precipitation. A little bit to our south, a little bit to our north, nothing around here. It's just going to drop our temperatures back into the 60s to around 70 degrees as we move into Monday and even Tuesday. Few clouds around on Monday, lesser chances of some clouds on Tuesday as the sunshine comes back. Temperatures do creep up a bit on Tuesday and even maybe into Wednesday a bit. However, you can see this cold pool of air in Canada begins to slowly sag into the northern plains. You can see that into Minnesota and North Dakota, as with these blue lines, the 540 line, the southernmost blue line, that slowly creeps further south, so temperatures will slowly begin to decrease, even as close to us as in Minnesota, Wisconsin, maybe even northeast Iowa. So we could see maybe a little bit of chilly nights as we move toward the end of next week, even though the flow, as you can see, by next Friday, will still be coming out of the west-northwest, out of the Pacific, and not out of the Arctic, but a big upper-level feature over Canada, keeping that cold air there for the time being. Still westerly flow, keeping us mainly dry. However, as you notice here, system coming in from the northwest, a little bit of precipitation to the south, that could converge into something the next weekend. We'll see. We have plenty of time to watch it. And speaking of plenty of time to watch this is that cold pool of air coming straight south now as we go in toward the middle to end of October here. Flow out of the north and west, that means cold air. So if we don't get a frost or freeze possible maybe by the end of this coming next week, we may get one the week after. The very dark blue lines, or the blue lines, 540 line, well down at Iowa, so could be quite chilly around here if this is to be correct. We hope it's not quite yet. The end of the forecast, you can see the flow coming out of the west around the 23rd, 24th, even into the 25th of October or so. So temperatures will moderate. You don't see that big cold push of air anymore as it's lifted up back into Canada. Temperatures moderate back to the 60s for the most part, lows in the 40s. But it's getting to be, at this point, only a week or so before Halloween, and before you know it, it'll be November, and quite cold air could be quite common. Satellite image from last evening. Still have this upper level low over northern Old Mexico into the southwest, producing quite a bit of rain down in Texas. You see the frontal system from Missouri to Illinois to Indiana. That's the front that moved through here yesterday with little or no fanfare. And you can see there's little or no fanfare along it as terms of anything strong or severe. Flash flood watches down in West Texas. Couple of frost advisories in the Dakotas. Some heat advisories in southwestern California. It's dry around here. You can see that with the QPF chart through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. Nothing around here. A little bit across the south and east. Some over West Texas. The heaviest precipitation looks to be in the northwest.